Welcome to another exciting episode of Musa N Show. Here is what we have today.
Ngendlela iDA yesiyazi ngayo noma ngendlela iDA mina bengiyibuka ngayo bengingakaze ngicabanga ukuthi kungakhonjwa iDA especially umlungu ngoba thina belungu asibabuke njengabantu abacorrupt kuthiwa umlungu kune corruption ayenzayo ya ngimangele nje ngempela kodwa ke iEFF ikhipha istatement emveni kokukhipha istatement yangagcina ukhipha istatement yahamba yovula icala ilolo daba engifisa selikhulume namuhla kodwa ke ngiyajabula kakhulu ukuzwa umbono wakho lapha ku-comment section. Comment, ulike, ushare le video nabanye. Uma futhi kuvela ama-advert, ngiyacela nawe niwabuke. Uwabuke nje nawe ngoba ngokwenza kanjalo uya-contributor financial. Yes, ukubuka kuwe mahala kodwa kimi ama-advertisers ila azokwazi ukuthi angiphe khona okuncane nami ukuze ngikwazi ukuthenga idatha impilo iqhubeke. Ungajoyina futhi membership yale channel ube yimember uqala from ku20 rand ngenyanga asingene kudaba lweEFF zimbili istatement esikhishwe iEFF esokuqala basikhiphe ngolwesibili ngomhla ka21 kuJanuary 2025 ilesi ebebebikezela ukuthi ngolwesithathu bazohamba bayovula icala into engizoyenza ngizocaphuna nje okumbalo okubhalwela ngoba ngifuna ukudlala iaudio ka Marshall Dlamini General Secretary weEFF esebuya khona ukuyovula icala babhale ukuthi economic freedom fighters ayihambisani necorruption futhi ayihambisani nokuinterfere kukaminister wepublic work and infrastructure uDan McPherson eindabeni ze-Independent Development Trust ukwenza kwakhe akugcine ngoku-undermine ukusebenza kwabantu laba basebenza lapha ku-IDT kodwa ku-exposa inhloso ye-DA yokusebenzisa ama-state institutions ukuze bafeze inhloso ze-white monopoly capital. Bathi ngoDisemba 2024 uminister wathumela i-email khuluma no-program manager kwi-IDT instruct ukuthi aka-facilitate i-payment Lone Rock Construction. Le company eyayi-appointwe yi-IDT eWaterkloof Air Force Base kuyingxenye yeproject emenyenjwe i-IDT kodwa imanager on behalf of i-Department of Public Works and Infrastructure. Kunemali yayikhishele leyo project leyo yayisiyidlula ke ngo20%. Ngokwama regulations uma kunama changes anjalo kufanele ukuthi lawo ma changes approve i-National Treasury kube i-Department of Public Works before i-IDT ingakwazi ukuthi process i-payment. Despite ukuthi bachazile abasebenzi base-IDT ukuthi nofuna kulandelwe i-procedure kodwa kunalokho i-Lone Rock Construction yona iqhubekile yafuna i-immediate payment kunokuthi ke le ndaba iqhutshwe kahle ngokwe-procedure ngama-channel right uminister yena uvele wadlula bonke labantu abaku-executive wavele wayokhuluma wathumela i-email kwi-junior staff member demand report ukuthi why kudelayile i-payment isona sizathu ke senza ukuthi sukumeke i-EFF ithi nase kuyi-corruption ingakho ke beze badecide ukuyovula icase kodwa nangu Marshall Dlamini emveni ukuba sebelivulile icala ukhulume kanje yena.
Remember, the ministers, according to the members, executive members' ethics, he's got no role on the financial or operational matters of IDT. And to demonstrate that his interest on running that department is only for the corrupt activities. You know that the Department of Public Works has got different entities. It's got CIDB, it's got CBE, and then only IDT that focuses on assisting various departments with social infrastructure. So that's where you find tenders. So you can see that this is a matriculant who's not here for any interest of contributing to the infrastructure development of this country, as it is part of the mandate of Public Works to make sure that we've got better infrastructure that allows our people to move around the country to develop. But he's only interested on tenders. That's why he went straight to IDT And it didn't go to the board, it didn't go to the DG. Remember, it's got only executive authorities, not accounting authorities. The DG of Public Works has got the accounting authorities, but he leaves the DG, not the board, not the leadership at IDT. He goes to a staff member to demand a specific payment for one contractor.
Uyachaza kuMarshall Dlamini ukuthi according to indlela abasebenza ngayo abo minister akangeni indawo eindabeni zeimali. Eindabeni nje zeimali yena akaxhuma kaxhasi lapho. Futhi i-Department of Public Works la iphethe inama department ahlukile esebenzisana nawo o CIDB namanye akawabalini. Kodwa yena ukhetha ukunaka kakhulu le IDT ngoba ila kuphuma khona amathenda. Lokho sekuveza ngokusobala ke inhloso yakhe. Manje bathi bona beyi-EFF angeke bakuvume lokho yingakho bezovula icala la ukuthi cha lento ayenzayo uya interfere manje la kungafanele interfere khona ngoba i-IDT inabasebenzi bayo abazi umsebenzi ufuna usebenze kanjani futhi uma kusetshenzwa ufuna kulandela iprocedure kodwa manje akangasebenzisa isikhundla sakhe ukuthi interfere nala kungafanelanga angene khona kodwa ke akugcina ngalapha iDA iziphendulele iDA ngicela ungaqhubeki kakhulu nestatement lesi kodwa ngidlale ke iDA la iziphendulela khona.
DA categorically rejects the allegations that's being made against Minister McPherson. These allegations were initially made by the political consultant JJ Tabane, who also moonlights as a media personality. And now the EFF has jumped onto the bandwagon with this thing. I think it's very important, firstly, that we must realize that the EFF is desperately trying to remain relevant. They have been losing prominent leaders left, right, and center over the last couple of months. And I know we don't want to do mudslinging, but I think it's very important that we mention that because they want to stay relevant. They've gone and laid these charges and they talk about this email. But I can tell you now that there is absolutely no thread of truth to that. What happened here is that we've got a minister that's doing his job and that exposed corruption to the amount of in excess of 800 million rand. This is a contract that was awarded for oxygen supply, and the minister picked up that tender was totally irregularly done. He started with an investigation. That contract was given out by the IDT, the Independent Development Trust, and the minister did not want the IDT to do the investigation themselves because you can't investigate yourself. So if you talk about opening up corruption of in excess of 800 million rand, obviously you've shook a lot of feathers. And there's a lot of people that are very afraid of what might come out of this investigation. This is a clear attack on Minister McPherson without any shred of evidence. When JJ Tabane initially spoke about this, he implicated that Dean McPherson allegedly bribed a journalist to slander the IDT. That journalist came out and said that that is not the case. So I think it's very important that we must look at the timeline of this. There's absolutely no truth to this. And rather than to go and lay charges against a minister who is fighting against corruption, the EFF should start to be a constructive party in this parliament and try to promote the fight against corruption instead of slandering people that's doing that.
Okhulumela iDA ke uthi insolo lezi eyisho beEFF uyaziphika. Le ndaba ivele ngoJJ Tabane, Professor JJ Tabane. Base ke EFF ithatha kusuka lapho. Uthi kodwa afuna ukugqamisa nofuna ukuveza ukuthi EFF ayiperformanga kahle okhethweni. Ngakho ke idesperate ukuthi ifuna izinto ezokwenza ukuthi ivele ibe relevant kubantu kuze abantu bezobona ukuthi iyasebenza. Usethi ke uminister inhloso yakhe ukulwa necorruption. Ngakho kunethenda ka 800 million mangabe ngizwe kahle. Iyona le bekafuna uku-investigate ukuthi kwenzakalani kuyo. Yingakho ke athumelele email ethunyeliwe uthi ngoba inhloso yakhe ukulwa necorruption. Uthi ke ukube kuya ngaye ngabe iEFF ibambisana nalabantu abalwa necorruption kunokuthi ifuna ukuthi ibabeke njengabantu abenza corruption. ilento nje uthi kodwa ke akunabufakazi kulento. EFF nje izama ukuzakhela ugazi kubantu ukuze ibonakale ngathi iyasebenza. Uyagcizelela futhi uthi nalempi ekhona bazama nje ukudiscredita uminister ukuze aphelelwe ngamandla noma abukeke njengomuntu ongawenza umsebenzi wakhe. Kodwa 800 million rand imali eningaba ukuthi ngaveli yeke. Ngakho ke uminister uthatha isinqumo sokuthi angeke athi IDT investigate enye IDT kodwa yena uzo investigate yena ngokwakhe. Ingakho ke eze wakhuluma ke nabantu kodwa yonke lento uyenza ngoba inhloso yakhe kungukuthi alwe necorruption. Umbono we-DA akugcinanga lapha abezindaba bambizile uMarshall Dlamini ukuthi akazochaza kwenzakalani nalezi insola nazo zisukaphi. Wayiseke naye eyabe ngendlela abeke ngayo. Asizukuyicapha nayo yonke inkulumo yakhe sizothatha nje lokho esicabanga kubalekile ebese siyibeka ngoba icala lakhona lisenkantolo. Ukhulume kanjena kuMarshall Dlamini.
We're fast running out of time. I've got to ask you the question about this very same entity. You will remember not so long ago, 800 million rand in the oxygen tender that ultimately was cancelled. That tender completely mishandled by the very same entity. Have you paid attention to competency issues within the people that work in the IDT? Have you paid attention to the lack of know-how in how they run this entity? There are audited financial statements that are delayed. These are some of the issues here. Surely this entity has got lots to answer for as well.
Definitely, and we do that every day. I think EFF is the best performing when it comes to accountability and holding the executive accountable, including these entities when they come to Parliament. Our members that sit in this portfolio of public works, they do exactly that to make sure that that gets done. But we must not be diverted by that 800 million. That must be followed too. Everyone that is involved, including staff and executive and everyone, including Dean McPherson, they must be held accountable because he's involved on this one of 210 million with a company called Lone Rock. So we're chasing everything. We're not going to leave him. He's involved. He's the executive authority. He knows that he has violated his members' executive code. That should be guiding him on how to do the work.
Mayiqala ke lenkulumo iqala kahle uxoli we-Newsroom Africa ebuza ukuthi kune tender le investigator le we-DA kade ekhuluma ngayo ukuthi 800 million. Bona njenge-EFF bathini ngaleyo tender leyo naleyo corruption leyo ngoba itender khona iphelele emoyeni. Uthi ke mayiphendula uMarshall Dlamini uthi cha leyo kufanele investigatewe. Ayikho kuthiyekele kodwa si interested nakule ka 210 million ayihlanganise neLone Rock. Ekiyekwe kodwa ke manje abe-DA sebeya divert babheka kule bathi no sifuna le 800 million. Usethi kuMarshall Dlamini cha akufanelanga funeka yonke into enzakalayo nabantu abantu babe accountable ukuthi kwenzakaleni kule tender ye 800 million. Lokho ke iEFF nakho ithi yakulandela kodwa abafuni ukuthi badivertiswe kule abakhuluma ngayo manje. Yebo ikhona 800 million njengoba minister Theusa investigator uright aka investigate kodwa nale uyayazi naye ngoba uphule iCode of Ethics emguide yena ukuthi usebenza kanjani yena as a minister. Ilokho ke bengithi namuhla angikuveze ukuthi impela iEFF iveza ukuthi iDA nayo corrupt. Uma kunjena ke asazi kuthiwani babe nginje iDA mina ingcono. Usho ukuthi bengi wrong. Ngiyacela ukuza ukuthi wena ubona kanjani ku comment section below. Usho umbono wakho. Sixoxa nje ngalolu daba. Kodwa uma kunje kunzima ngoba uma nalabantu ebengibathemba mina bengithi nje mhlambe bona abangcono ngoba mhlawumbe banebala elihlukile kunathi bengithi inkingi kuleli bala lethu. Kodwa uma kuvela icorruption ivela nakubo asazi. Kodwa konke lokho sikulethela ukuthi kubantu abavotayo votani kahle nazi nivotela obani abenzani ngasikhathi sini. Ngiyabonga.